Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Facebook Live with Jefferson Community and Technical College's admissions office. I am Jimmy Kidd, and today we'll be talking to a site coordinator of the Southwest campus. But before we get into that, if you are here expecting to also hear about Bullitt County campus, they had to cancel today. We will have them on later in the semester. Look for that at the end of March, and we're sorry and apologize that they could not make it today. Before we jump into that, I do want to let everyone know that orientations, which that was our last session, was actually with the orientation office. They are registering students now for orientation. So you can register by going to the orientation website, which I believe jctc slash dot, oh, I'm going to butcher it, so I'll hopefully Caleb will pull it up. There we go, .me slash orientation. So there we go. Or you can email or call us. It's jf-orientation@kctcs.edu or 213-2624. That number again is 502-213-2624. Please, it is that time of year. If you want to get your class schedule and get it early and know what you're taking in the fall, go ahead and give us a call or an email or register, and we'll get you going. You can still apply to Jefferson. That is what we would recommend you doing first if you haven't done so already. If you're sitting on the fence, remember it is free. It's a free application, so you don't need to pay for it. So go ahead and get that done so we can get you moving and get you into orientation and get you registered for your classes. For those of you who are in Jefferson County and graduating in May 2021, or part of the, let me say that again, part of the 2021 class. So if you graduated early, you're part of this as well. If you're in the 2021 class, do not forget about Evolve 502. That is your free application or your free college education. You can go to jctc.me slash Evolve 502 and get more information there. But remember, this is for a free 2 years of education at a community college here in the state of Kentucky. So we really, really are encouraging you to go on and look at that and get that completed. So now I'd like to bring on Jessie Dufflore, who is the site coordinator at the Southwest campus. And there she is. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Hey, this is your first time on a Facebook Live.
It is. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. You're going to do well. So can you tell us how long you've been at Jefferson and how long you've been at the Southwest campus? Because I know you haven't been out there the entire time that you've been with Jefferson.
Yeah, so I actually started my career in higher ed at Jefferson at the Southwest campus, and that was 14 years ago. So I've been with Jefferson for 14 years. I recently moved back out to the Southwest campus 4 years ago. Prior to that, I was at the Bullitt County campus, actually.
Very nice. I did not realize that you started out at Southwest. So
I did. As a college student, I was working at Southwest as a part-time office assistant. So come a little full circle.
It is. It's interesting. I did not know that.
Yeah.
One of the questions that we get in admissions when we go out and do college fairs, everybody kind of knows where the main campus is or the downtown campus. You hear the main campus, the downtown campus, because we're right there on the interstate. So you see the signs. Not everybody knows where the Southwest campus is located, even though I think it's fairly easy to find. Can you tell us where you're located at?
Yeah, so we're in Southwest Jefferson County, off of Dixie Highway, off Stone Street Road. We're close to the Snyder. We've been here since 1980, but a lot of people don't know where we're located. But if you come down Dixie Highway, you turn on Stone Street. If you get off at the Gene Snyder, you would just get off at Stone Street Road and take a right. And we are right there. We're kind of situated back into a neighborhood. So I think that may be why a lot of people don't realize we're out here unless they're looking for us, because we are kind of situated back. But yeah, we've been here for a long time, and we are a big campus actually. So once you see us, then you're like, whoa, I never knew you all were back here.
The road just kind of dumps into your campus. It's amazing how
it does. Yeah, and there's a map here, and you can see a picture off to the side as well. Our address is 1000 Community College Drive or Valley College Drive. It comes up both ways. And like I said, we're situated back in the neighborhood next to the Valero gas station. And you just take that road all the way back, and the road kind of dead ends into our parking lot. And there we are.
The hill, as I like to say, it's one of the few hills that we have on any of our campuses. So every campus, and I've worked at several campuses in my career, colleges, and everyone has a different, unique, and a different feel to it. The downtown campus, even though it's close to the tech campus, has a different feel to it. UVal, little did I know, have been at Southwest twice, so and you've experienced different feels of different campuses with us. How would you describe your look and your feel? I know how I describe it, because I'll just go ahead and say I think it's a beautiful campus. So So how do you describe it when somebody asks you?
So I think our campus is more of what people would think of a traditional college campus as looking like. So we do have a lot of green space. We have a lot of trees and plants, a lot of grass. Whereas some campuses, like the downtown campus, is an urban campus, so they don't have that as much as we do. We have a quad, so that kind of central location. There's a picture right there from the back side, the kind of central location where we can have events and students can gather. Our campus is kind of big. We're on 65 acres. We have 9 buildings, which includes an aviation hangar, but it feels small because everyone's really involved, because we have the green space. A lot of students like to be outside, faculty and staff. And so I think that we just have more of a traditional college feel of what people would think of. And our student population is pretty young for the most part. We do have students that age and range from 15 to 75, but a lot of our student populations fall more into the 18 to 24 range. So we are a little bit of a smaller or a younger campus, I'm sorry. Before COVID hit, and most of our things went online, I feel like before COVID hit is like the new saying of 2021.
It is.
But before that COVID hit, we had about 4,600 students on our campus, taking an average of about 11 credit hours. And we have one of the highest retention rates of the Jefferson campuses at Southwest. And again, I think it's because we just have that kind of homey feeling where we physically we're kind of big, but it just feels small. Everyone feels pretty close knit.
It does. That was the first thing that I noticed when I went out there. And you are absolutely correct. It has that traditional college feel to it and look to it. I really, your campus is gorgeous, just to say the least. I love it.
It's nice.
It's your campus, like it's only your campus. But.
It's mine. You can't have it. Mine.
It's right.
It's nice too to have the green space where classes can meet outside if they want to, where students can study outside. Sometimes I can work outside sometimes, so just gives you a nice break of being in a building. So
yeah, that's the quad area, that courtyard there. Every time I've been out, there's been, it almost seems like that's why I'm out there. There's an event going on.
Yep,
it's really nice. Besides the location, one of the other big questions that we get in admissions when we're out and talking is what courses are offered on the different campuses. Is this course offered or that course? What programs are offered? You mentioned one that I know that you're going to talk about, hangar. So why don't you talk to us a little bit about what courses are offered, and maybe what are some of the unique programs that the Southwest campus has?
Yeah, of course. So we have classes that are offered from morning, afternoon, evening. We offer a wide variety of classes that would go to pretty much any degree that a student would want to get here at Jefferson. We have prerequisites for the allied health and nursing program. We have education and criminal justice classes. We have a wide range of those gen eds that kind of go to most any degree that a student would be seeking. But we also specifically have business and computer information technology programs on our campus. We have the ELT program, which is the electronics and engineering program here at Southwest still. And then we have three pretty unique programs. Oh, we also have the Geospatial Center. I forgot to mention that, where we have geospatial courses. And that center is also the National Geospatial Center of Excellence as a National Science Foundation Center Award. I had to read that because I did not want to get that wrong. It is a mouthful, but it's one of the few in the U.S., and it serves students and professionals internationally, which is really exciting. That's right here at Southwest. But three of our more unique programs, in the sense that we are the only campus that offers them, are our Aviation Program, and then we have two brand new programs starting as well that I'll talk about. But our Aviation Maintenance Program is one of only two in the entire state of Kentucky. The other one is in Somerset, and this program prepares students to be aviation maintenance technicians to work on airplanes. It is a very lucrative and high demand career, especially here in Louisville, where we have UPS Worldport, we have the International Airport. And so it is an amazing career opportunity for students. And like I said, it's only one of two in the entire state. And we have a hangar here that has several different airplanes our students get to work on and learn on. And then we also have a CDL and a lineman program that just recently started. So our CDL, or our lineman program, which is on the screen here, the lineman program prepares students to enter the field and work at places like LG&E, where they would actually be working on our power lines that we have in the community. It is a very lucrative and high demand job as well. It is a flat rate that students will pay for the program, and then they earn college credit and the certifications they need to go out into the workforce. And we recently got our pole yard installed, which is just a bunch of telephone poles like you see in that picture, where students will actually learn how to climb the poles, how to work on the poles, how to run the lines and all of that. And it was actually donated and installed for free by LG&E, because again, this is such a important need in our community. LG&E has partnered with us to provide us with things that we need to actually run this program, which is great. And it's for college credit. And then we also have a Cdl program, which is to learn how to drive a commercial truck. We just got a semi that's out in the parking lot now, so we're really excited about that. And again, that's the same way as the linemen, their workforce program. So you pay a flat rate, complete the course. This course specifically is 4 weeks, and then you hopefully come out, take the test, and earn your Cdl license to go right into the workforce. Again, high demand wage in the community as well.
Very high demand. That when I heard we were getting the CDL, and this is no offense to the lineman job, but I had heard so many questions about CDL through the last 5 years of being in admissions. It always comes up, and I was jumping for joy when we got that. And I'm glad to hear that you all also got the lineman.
Yeah, we're very excited. Yeah, and the lineman program is actually full. We have now officially on a wait list. So our first cohort's coming in on Monday, and it is completely full already, which is exciting.
Yep.
And then in addition to specific academic programs, we also have specialized course schedules for our UPS metropolitan students. And it really is a perfect schedule for anyone who works third shift. So it's late afternoon, early evening courses. And they are 12-week courses, so they end early or start later, depending on if it's fall or spring, to give students a longer break during peak season. And so we're really excited about that. A lot of students enroll in that, and it seems to work out well for them. And again, it's not just for UPS students, it's for anyone, but it specifically works well for third shift employees who cannot come to class until a certain time and need to be out to go to work.
That is wonderful that you all have that, and that you worked. I know that you worked hard with Courtney Abood at UPS or with Metro College to get that set up. That is wonderful, and that is wonderful for the students that are doing the third shift at UPS. Such a good program, and it's nice to see the partnerships that way.
I agree.
I want to hear personally, what do you enjoy most about your campus and working at the Southwest campus?
So again, we're kind of spread out a little bit physically, but like I mentioned, everyone is really involved in the campus. It's not just the Southwest campus. It's my campus. It's the faculty's campus. It's the students' campus. Everyone's very invested, both in the way that it looks and the way that it feels. And so we take pride in our campus. You will see people walking who will pick up trash and throw it away. You'll see people out there when we have events like we do. We've done a campus cleanup event, which will be in some of these pictures, where faculty, students, and staff will donate their time and they'll come out and they'll clean up the campus because we care about what it looks like. In addition, we have a lot of events at Southwest. That's one of my favorite things. All the events, we are committed to having events for our students, but also for the community. So those first three pictures you saw were a community festival we had. This is one of that cleanup group that I just mentioned. And then this is our resource fair, where we're just giving out resources for students. That is actually the president of the college, Dr. Handy, giving ice cream out to the students. We have Kona Ice on campus regularly. This is our de-stress event for finals week. Those are puppies from the Humane Society we got to love on. And there's another picture from our campus cleanup event. And then we typically will have games and things out in the quad just to get students out and give them something to do other than, sitting in a building somewhere, so that they can enjoy being outside and meet new people and make those connections that we know are important to being successful in college and retaining students.
The connections are wonderful. One of the first tours that I gave out there, I remember walking and seeing like 3 or 4 different students walking by each other and talking to each other like they knew each other, even though you could tell it was just because they were in class together and they'd made that connection, and it was awesome. So it's a beautiful campus. It really is. And you say spread out, and you gave the acreage. What was it?
65.
65. That it does not feel that large, but it's wonderful.
Not until you have to walk to the back of the campus in the rain, then maybe it feels a little bit long.
Nobody wants to walk in the rain.
Yeah. But it does. It looks a little bit, and we're also kind of in this little horseshoe, whereas an urban campus might be a little more spread out. So we do have 9 buildings, but they're all in a horseshoe. So you have the quad right through the middle, and so all the buildings are either on your left or right. It's really hard to get lost, which I think students really like too, because it does make you feel a little less anxious about starting, because everything's right there together. And then again, everyone's really involved. So somebody will walk by, you look lost, everybody's going to say, do you need help? Can I walk you to your class? And I just love that about our campus, that everyone is so invested and involved and so willing to go the extra mile so that it feels welcoming and it feels like home.
One of the things, and I've been listening, and maybe I missed it, but you haven't mentioned, I don't believe, and I don't want to jinx you, so we're going to knock on wood here. You have the best parking too. You have ample parking.
We do. So we have a lot of parking at Southwest. I've never seen students driving around trying to find parking or fighting over parking spots. We have a lot of parking. We do have the new Cdl program that's taking part in the front parking lot. So we won't be using that as student parking anymore, but it's really minimal. But if you look, yes, on the map here, that is all parking that's available for students. That lot right there to the right is the new Cdl lot. The lot to the left on the screen is our faculty and staff, but the lots that were first showed there, that is all parking for students. And so we never run out of parking, and it's all, you can see very close to the building, very close to the quad. So you can park and just kind of walk right through the middle of the campus, and everything's on your left or your right.
Now, as the admissions director, I want to see us fill up the lot, because then that means we've got an overflow of students. But at the same
Me
time,
too.
it's wonderful when I go out and visit. I'm always like, well, I know I can find a parking spot, which is, if you don't know, one of the best kept secrets of any college. If you can find parking on a college campus, it's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
So is there anything else you'd like to share? Anything unique or fun? Do you have, I know that you've got something newish that you haven't had open for very long, so that you'd like to share about your campus?
Yeah, so we recently installed a peace garden, a peace garden and a mindfulness space on our campus. So the picture there in the middle, that is our peace garden. It is on the side of our learning commons, our library, and you will regularly see students hanging out, sitting on a rock, reading, or just kind of chit-chatting. And then the mindfulness space, we anticipate it would get use, but I don't think we anticipated how much use it was going to get. Students love this space. There are yoga mats and yoga balls in there. There's other seating like the bench and bean bags. And it typically, the windows are open in these pictures, but it typically has the shades drawn. So it's a really relaxing way for students to kind of get away and to either read or just meditate or just hang out and just not have to have the hustle and bustle of everything around them. In addition, there's some yoga resources in there. So like poses and like a book, Introduction to Yoga. So students wanted to practice that. And it also serves as our multi-faith prayer room, so that if students are on campus and they need a quiet space to pray or again, meditate, they have that ability as well. And like I said, our students love it. There's like a white noise machine in there. It also sometimes becomes like the sleep space. Students will go in and lay out on the beanbag between classes and take a quick nap, which is good, because we want we want students to feel comfortable enough that they can do those things and that they have those types of resources if they need them. So, and this is in the second floor of the library, and then the garden, as I mentioned, is on the side, on the outside of the library. So they're both fairly close to each other as well.
Very nice. That I have yet to be out there to see that. The pictures look outstanding.
You'll have to walk up next time you're out.
I will definitely do that, and maybe I'll catch someone meditating or sleeping. I don't know. We'll see.
We've had faculty and staff ask if they can move their offices in there. So it's not big enough, but if it was, then yes, they could.
It looks wonderful. That is awesome, Jesse. I'm really happy for you all. That is a great area. Now, generally, I turn over to the comments section, and sometimes we get questions, and sometimes we don't. So please, we're open for questions. You can type them into the comments section, and we will read them. I'm going there now to look, and we've got a couple of comments in. I will just say, if you're reading comments, thank you, Michael. I really appreciate the nice comment there.
I agree.
Well, thank you. I don't think that I am, but I take it. I really do appreciate that. And I agree with Amy. I'm very excited for the ongoing opportunities out at the Southwest campus. That is, every year that I've been here, that campus has gotten nicer.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, it really it is. It looks nice. It feels wonderful. It's welcoming. It's inviting. But I love Jefferson as a whole. I love the college, and you've got a wonderful campus there, Jesse.
Yeah. Hopefully we again, post-COVID, before COVID, my buzzwords here. But we always we had a Southwest social event where we saw some pictures of that, where we invited the community to come in and set up booths, and we had games for the kids. We had that outdoor movie, which was sponsored by UPS, and so we hope to have those again in the future, because I think that's really important to get people on our campus so they know that we're there. They know what Jefferson and Southwest has to offer them, and we can kind of we can grow that community feeling that, you know, we want to have, that we have on our campus. We want to have that with our community as well. And we want people to know we're there and that we're a resource, because I think we are kind of a hidden gem in the Southwest Louisville community. So we want to make sure people know that we're there and we're here to help them anytime they need something.
You definitely are a hidden gem in the Southwest community. I will agree with that. And we are doing tours. If someone is really excited about seeing the Southwest campus, if you give us a call at our 2624 number, which was the orientation number I gave out earlier, we will hook you up with a tour out at the Southwest campus as well. So we are doing that. Yes, there we go. Before we get out of here, if we don't have any questions, I do want to remind everybody one more time, because the admissions deadline is kind of in flux. I can get you in pretty much up and through August or into early August. That's one of the things that I have enjoyed about working at Jefferson. But Evolve 502 has a June 30th deadline. So, and if you're thinking about the Southwest campus, it is in Jefferson County. A lot of students graduate from Jefferson County high schools that attend our Southwest campus. Do not forget about Evolve 502. It is, if we say it's a scholarship, but it's not one of those. This was a question that I had the other day at Seneca High School. It's not one of those that you're competing with everybody with. If you are a Jefferson County 2021 grad, you're in that class of 2021, you can have your 2-year college experience paid for at the community college. That is not just coming to us. If you're moving out of the area, and let's say you're moving to far west Kentucky, you can use this at West Kentucky or Southeast Kentucky if you're moving out there. Don't pass up this opportunity if you're a Jefferson County public school grad in the class of 2021. You can tell it's near and dear to me. I've been working with groups since I came aboard 5 years ago to get this scholarship up and running, and we are very, very excited within Jefferson about the Evolve 502 scholarship. So please, please, please make sure that you apply for that and look at the criteria for that.
It's an amazing opportunity for our students.
It really is, and it's and the most, and one of the most unique. And this was actually asked the other day at Seneca, and it surprised me that a high schooler would think about it, was who donated the money. It's privately funded, so it's not everybody else. It is privately funded, so people that are really invested in our community are investing in your education. So let's do them proud and get a lot of people on that scholarship and get your education paid for.
Absolutely.
Jesse, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
It was wonderful having you. You did a wonderful job. You said you were nervous, and you couldn't even tell. I think I was more nervous than you were. So, thank you all, and we will see you in 2 weeks back in another Facebook Live.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.